best.
I don't need that now.
I'm off. Does this have to be down? Can they hear us? Ah. Hello! I'm running the show tonight.
This video may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ray Cokes, Ray Cokes, Ray Cokes, he's a nice bunch of blokes.
Right, let's start again.
Start again. Evening.
Evening.
Evening, Johnny Jerkoff. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, thank you very much, Ray.
Some people are thinking in the chat and in the mails, Johnny, that it's not your real name, but his parents were half Polish and half British, half English. So that's why Johnny Jerkoff. Yes. And good evening to Commander Cody, who's fresh back from a mission in outer space.
Good evening.
Good evening. Quite sensible. And now, this is a very serious, announcement.
Uh-huh.
Dan the Dictator is back, which is why we knew that we had to turn the microphone on at the beginning of the show. It's not a show, it's a test.
Yeah.
And we've got a new one of these in exchange for the old one that blew up last week. So we'll have, hopefully everything's all right. We are now running this test on a Mac Mini, thanks to you. Thank you for the Mac Mini. There it is.
There it is.
There it is, Johnny. Very good. It's a bit dark down there, but it's nice. Quite nice going under there, Johnny. I think you might have wanted to know, you might have wanted to ask before going under Cody's desk. I mean, you know.
She hasn't got a skirt on.
No, that's true. So we are running this on a Mac Mini now, and I'm not sure if this test show thing is good for my health or any of our health, because I mean, we had it all running and set up today. I was going to do a really proud thing. I got it all set up for Johnny Jerkoff and Dan the Dictator, and Cody was out in her other job where she's a multi-entrepreneur millionaires, and so I was on my own. I thought, I'll get everything set up in the studio so that when they walk in, they go, wow, who did that? And it's me, I did it. And I did it, and then everything froze on the Mac Mini. And they all said, yeah, of course it did, Ray, of course it did. You didn't do it, you didn't set it up, did you at all? And in fact, then Dan the Dictator set it all up. And then John set it all up. And guess what happened? It froze again. So we're not quite sure we're going to get through this test this evening because the Mac Mini keeps freezing for some reason. Of course we are. Now, just wanted to check, have we got enough electricity for the test show this evening? Because haven't Germany just closed down the last of their nuclear reactors?
Yeah, last 3.
Bloody hell, bloody stupid. Bollocks.
Germany's surrounded by them.
Well, I mean, you know, as long as we've got enough electricity still. Germany. All right, okay, good evening and welcome to this test show. If you're new here, please do subscribe to this channel. The Roy Cakes channel. John, I couldn't use, Ray Cokes, I couldn't use your subscribe button because it doesn't work. So I've given Cody the old one, but I forgot to put the camera in it. Cody, can you press the subscribe button and see what happens?
I will do it now. 3, 2, 1.
And? Anything happened?
Nothing.
Nothing happened?
Put it on as an overlay. Please do subscribe because we're building this test into an award-winning world show soon, as soon as we get the tech sorted and I know how to present. Is it coming up?
There is no overlay.
No overlay?
No
Right.
overlay.
Well, we won't have a subscribe button. We might work it out during the content of this test.
An overlay.
An overlay, that's what we need. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. We're here for about an hour or so, and our job is to basically give you a little bit of a smile and a bit of a giggle at the end of a long, hard Monday. Because if you feel better after this crap test show, then we feel better too. It's a spread the love, kind of interracial, interactive, intercourse type test show. Coming up this evening, I'll do professional, John, and I won't put the music on yet. Coming up this evening in this very test called the Evening Show, we'll have the marketing campaign. We'll see how the marketing campaign, you, the marketeers out there, will be spreading the news all over Europe that we are back on air. Hopefully, we'll have one very small and not very long lasting mass debate session. So that's to come up later. We'll have 2 brand new bits. As professionals, we call them bits, don't we, John?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
they're bits. And we have 2 new bits tonight. Quite all right, I think. And also, we'll have... well, I don't know if I should mention this at the moment because it's not 100% secure yet, but either next week or the week after next, we'll be lining up a world exclusive interview right here in the studio.
Who is it?
What?
Who is it?
Well, I can't tell you. It's world exclusive and it's not completely confirmed yet. Right?
Rubbish.
But coming up next week or the week after, a world exclusive interview with a superstar here in the studio.
Wow.
All of that's coming up tonight. I'll give you the news later on who it is because we're still trying to get him, or it could be a her, or it could be one of those other things in between these days. Moving on, the single most important thing about this evening show evening is you at home. So let's chat to you at home and see how you're doing. And tell me where you're watching from. Oh, look, Cody's got it. She got it before I got the music, John. But what's going on, Cody?
No, I'm too early. Sorry.
Right, okay. Oh, we reframed the camera. Look, down the dictator. Look at my head. It's all gone. I'll have to go lower. And what? Shall I go lower?
No, I'll go higher with this. Wait.
Yeah. Can I take that one for you?
Sorry,
Yeah.
just hold that.
No, you can't. 3 of us will manage to do it in the end. It needs to be a bit higher, John.
How's it
Yeah,
looking?
that's very good, I think. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still on it, which is I look like really pale and old. Well, I am, aren't I?
What's new?
So, good evening and welcome to you at home. And tell me where you're watching from, please, because we'd like to know where you are. I'll put some lovely chill-out background music to make you feel good. Right. Kevin Phillips, hi from Windsor. Windsor. Windsor Castle, perhaps. Is there perhaps related to someone? Kevin Phillips, good evening from Windsor. And this has changed too. This has changed. Right up to it.
Is that better?
That's better. Honedik, Skanderborg in Denmark. We're up in Denmark. It's always lovely. The most beautiful people in the world live in Denmark, I think. Elizabeth Olsen, evening from Denmark. You see, there's Elizabeth. I told you about the beautiful people. They all live in Denmark. Nuts, 4977. Haven't seen that one before. Bootsbach in Germany. Nice to have you with us in Bootsbach. Do you know where Bootsbach is? No, you don't, Cody. Tutopa, he is the man who, this is his disguise, but he is the man who donated more than 600 euros to our Mac Mini. So we'll always be, new font. Well, I think it's the same font we've always been using, isn't it? I hope so.
Looks good.
Looks good, though. Thank you, Tutopa, for being back, coming back, being a regular.
Legend.
Are you regular? If not, just eat prunes in the morning. Galbaum 33, hi from Israel. We're now in Israel as well. That's brilliant. I once went to Tel Aviv, had a great time there. Swam with dolphins and things. Had a great time. Yulu Punki, hello from Rovaniemi, home of the Santa Claus. So that's up in Lapland, I guess. Up there somewhere, Johnny. Brilliant, lovely to have you with us. That's really cool. Martin Klima from the Czech Republic. Martin, you look cool. Nice to have some people all over from Europe watching this. I don't know what you're watching for, but I'm very glad you are.
International show, it is.
It's an international show. Yeah, a test, John. Don't forget to subscribe, please. We can't find the subscribe button, but we will soon. Garden City Guy, chilling in the world's first garden city. Where's that? The first garden city? If you know, tell me in the chat, because I don't know where that is. Svenja X Moin from Hamburg.
Moin, moin.
One of our Johnny Jerkoffs of my favourite towns, because we used to do the Reeperbahn Festival there and pack out a theatre every week for 500 people until the organisers decided they didn't want us anymore. But we're Wankers! Sorry. Yeah, we hope to be back one day. Probably not much chance of that. Jazzy, please click like. Hello, Jazzy. Please click like. Yeah. Well,
Like Jazzy or the
Bender Peter. Oh, that's a funny name. Kyoto, Japan. Don't believe you, Bender Peter. Sushi Sunshine said she was in Japan last week, and I don't believe you. A couple more, then we'll go. Andreessen from Hamburg. Hello, Andreessen, mein Perle. And a couple more. And am I looking particularly pale today, John? I need some sun, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Simon Mayo, Letchworth is Garden City. Okay, Garden City. Does that mean you've got greenery everywhere and little allotments and plots of cans of biz and things? I'd like to move there, I think. Simon Mayo. Henrina, we know where you are. You're in Finland. Tavendis Karinista. I think that'll do before everyone's embarrassed about I can't speak foreign languages.
Back to me.
Back to Cody. Back to John.
Yeah, it
Right.
is.
And here we go. So thanks very much. I'll be chatting to you throughout this evening because, well, it's an interactive, interracial, intercourse type of test. And I want to know you. I want to know all about you. I'll be asking you some specific questions this evening. So pay attention and stop talking amongst yourselves in the chat all the time. Right.
Good.
Now, coming up, if you... What?
You did that already.
Did I? I did the coming up already. So, coming up.
Who's the legend, though? Who's the
What legend? Oh, yeah, the interview. I'll tell you later on in the show. Stay tuned for that. No, I can't tell you now because it's called, in professional terms, this is called throwing forward so that people stay and look forward to what's coming up in the forward bit. See? Hey, I like that one. Good night. I'm a performing monkey. Hello. So, I always feel like that little monkey on top of the man with the piano. It's like, entertain them, will you? We're like, you're the do, and I'm the monkey on the top, John. Right. If you want to get in touch with us, it's easy. It's really easy. We can't make it any easier. We've searched high and low to find a fax machine that still functions. John found one. It only cost €12, but it still works. If you want to fax us...
It didn't last week.
It didn't last week. Usually I didn't plug it in. I did. Fax +49 30 279 920 01. That's 49 30 279 92001 for the fax. And if you'd like to mail us, it's simple, or female us, or anything in between. It's ray@eveningshow.com. Make sure you put the 3 E's in there, of course, because E's are good, and we need them in the evening show. Otherwise, it would just be evening, and that wouldn't be the same. So, and of course, in an emergency, you can phone this number. I'm glad to say that it's been changed from last week.
Yeah, right.
I did change it. I put an extra 7. +49 for Germany. 152 377 94 125. That's 49 for Germany. 152 377 94 125. Give us a call. Only in an emergency, because it keeps. I mean, we're opening the line for you. Right, that's it. I'm not doing any more of this.
Is it on?
I think so.
Anything happening?
There's no tone, but that's because someone noticed last week that the cable's not connected to the phone.
It is.
Is
Of course
it?
it is.
Of course it is. It runs
Bluetooth.
on... Yeah, it's Bluetooth wireless phone.
Somebody call. We
Right.
need to test.
No, yeah, only in an emergency. Well, anyway, that's as much as I'm doing now. I'm not doing any more. I've decided that's it. I'm on strike.
Can we go home?
No, you have to stay here and just film an empty space and entertain people. You know why, John?
Why?
Because you've eaten all my Mentos that I brought into the studio.
Well, you left it there.
You've eaten.
What am I
Look,
supposed to do?
there's a whole pack and they've all gone. Cody, he's eating my Mentos.
It's my breakfast, lunch and dinner.
You need to get a bit healthier. All right, then. Let's see. So please do get in touch in any way you want or any fashion, or just sit there and watch and giggle if you want to. Whatever you want to do is fine by us. I keep moving my hands like an Italian. Have you got the pasta vongole? Right. How's the marketing going? We need the news that the evening show is on YouTube and Facebook Live for the moment. We need to spread the word so that we can get more subscribers and we can get bigger acts coming in. And maybe we can even pay John and Cody and Dan the Dictator more than €2.50 an hour. So 250, was it 250?
It's not enough. Still not enough.
Still not enough, I know, but I mean, I'm paying myself €500 a show, so I can't afford it, can I?
Cody,
I have to.
I didn't.
I'm the legend, obviously, so I need to be paid properly. I am what they call, in professional areas, the talent.
In his own mind.
There's a fax coming in.
Is it facts?
Yeah, there's a fax coming in, yeah. So I was just going to do about the marketing. We want you to spread the word. We'll wait for the fax. We want you to spread the word, please, about this test show being on, because we need you to come with us on the journey as we take over the world and make everyone feel better and spreading the love instead of all this negativity and polarization and division. We want to join people together. So this is the marketing poster, is what we designed, Cody and I. It's gone see-through, John. How did that happen? Did I do a PNG instead of a JPEG?
Don't know what you did.
Well, it looks silly now. It's all see-through. That's the marketing campaign. And there's that poster that you can go and download. This is the poster. And all we ask is for you to go and download this poster on www.raycokes.com. That's my website. Scroll down to where I'm desperately looking for work. To the very bottom. You actually see my bottom on the website. I've noticed, John, my bottom's on there.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Bottom.
Yes, I'm on that. So I'm at rock bottom. Scroll down to the bottom below my bottom. So pause on my bottom for a bit, and then no, not you, John. Pause on my bottom, then go down to below my bottom, and there you'll find the poster, which you have to download, and then you can print it out, and then you can go and post it somewhere. Leave it, don't leave it because we'll get done for littering and things, but take a picture of it in somewhere beautiful, exotic in your town or somewhere famous, and then send the photo in to us, just like this man, Stephen Neal, did. He's in the Isle of Man. Now, do you know that in the Isle of Man, they have a motorcycle?
Oh,
What's going on, Cody? Did I put the wrong overlay in there? It should say Isle of Man. Ah, there it is. It's a vertical photo. I couldn't change it. There it is. That's in the Isle of Man. Steve Neal lives on the Isle of Man, which is a little place, a little island up the north, isn't it? Somewhere up here. It's somewhere up here, somewhere. Somewhere up here, or here, I think. I'm not quite sure, can't remember. Can you, Johnny? Anyway, they've got a race, an international motorcycle race there. It's considered to be the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world. I'm sure you've seen it. Some of my mates have actually been there and rode, and I love motorbikes, but I don't dare go there and ride that fast around that course. And indeed, last year, I think it was like 6 people died on the course last year. But Stephen Neal, at great risk, went out onto the course and tried to stick on our poster. There you see, to stick the poster on the course, and it wouldn't stick, so he just let it flop on the ground. It's a bit sad, really, isn't it? But there is good news, because meanwhile, over in Liverpool, which is, of course, is the is the Eurovision Song Contest place this year, isn't it? Because Ukraine can't host it for obvious reasons, so it's hosting in Liverpool. Don't know what you think about that. We watch it to have a laugh, don't we, Cody?
Absolutely.
We are, and some of the costumes are amazing, and some of the sets are fantastic. Do you watch it, John?
Yeah, I do. I dress up.
You dress up and sing, do you?
Yeah, of course I do.
What do you dress up as? Lederhosen and big bosoms, like Oktoberfest.
Not telling you.
Not telling me. Ah, something for the weekend, sir. Yes, I understand. Right, so where were we? Ah, yes, Liverpool is going to host the Eurovision this year, but in the meantime, of course, it's where the Beatles come from. And in Liverpool, there's a Beatles statue. And guess what? Our friend Andy Smith downloaded the poster. And here's what happened.
Right.
Thank you very much, Andy, for sticking me on the crotch. I think it was George Harrison I was on there. What an honour. Lovely. And as Andy said in his letter, the tourists thought he was a bit nuts, and the busker was going, oh, bugger off, mate. I'm trying to do a song here. Sorry about the sound, but that's what you get when you phone in the wind, of course, these days. Phone in the wind. Why doesn't someone make a film like Gone with the Wind? Phone in the wind. Phone in the wind. Starring Roy. No. Right. The evening show, there's the poster. Please do go to raycokes.com if you can be bothered, download it and spread the word, because as you noticed, we very cleverly put a QR code. And if the person sees the poster and scans the QR code, they go straight to my YouTube channel. It's all brilliant. It's very professional. Please try and do that. It would make us very, very happy. And thanks to Andy and Stephen for doing it this week. Right. Now, I need to go back to the chat and ask you a specific question, because... Yes, Sax?
Someone said that on camera 2 it's blurred.
Camera 2?
Camera 2 is blurred.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough. But that's why I look so terrible. Let's have a look on camera 2. Yeah, I look terrible on camera 2. Can't stand it. Don't like it. Let's not go there.
And also
You, Johnny.
Make it sharp.
No, don't make it sharper.
Sharper.
Sharper? All right, make it sharper, John. Can you do it? I'll put some background music.
Make it very sharp. Don't move.
Don't move, sorry, of course not.
That's better. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, leave it like that, that's much better.
Is that better?
yeah.
I look terrible. Oh, I am pretty old now. Some people think I'm dead.
What?
At least I'm still alive.
Or a millionaire in the south of France.
Or a millionaire in the south of France. So I don't really like this, the colour of this shot, but that doesn't matter.
Looks better on the bottom screen.
Does it look better on your bottom? Ah,
Yeah.
thanks, Johnny, very much.
My bottom looks better
Now-
than your head.
Your bottom looks better than my head. Yeah, we know that because we saw your bum crack last week when you were fixing the lights and broke everything. We've had quite a few emails to about John's bum crack, but we won't get into that. And we won't get into John's bum crack, is what you know what I mean. Move on. In the chat, I'd like to ask you, this is a professional question because we're trying to build this test. What device are you watching? John, you could rest now for a second. I'm having a chat. Are you rested? All right. All right, you're at peace with yourself? Right. Peas and pie. So what device are you watching on? Are you watching on a telephone? Are you watching on a tablet, an iPad? Are you watching on a TV screen? Are you watching on your computer, laptop? Just like to know, because then we can well, Johnny says that we can make things different for different devices. That's what you said, John, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. So let me know what device you're on. David Greeby says he's watching on a PC, all right, that's good. A PC, Liana S. Hello, Liana. On a PC too. I've got very baggy eyes today. It's awful. David Whedon, iPhone 13. David, you're so rich, you should be upgrading to the 14, shouldn't you? You've got 5 cars, 200 motorbikes, and an iPhone 13. Get the 14. Bjorn's Velt iPad. Hello, Bjorn. iPad. Natalie Madison's is on the phone. Oh, that's good because I'm tiny and you can't see how old I look. Imre Venn on a laptop. Hello, Imre, on a laptop. Laptop again, Marty Sienka. That's quite good. Quite a lot of laptops. iPads. Kevin Pick. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for your cash money, by the way. Chantel on an iPhone. Oh, Chantel. That's good because you can't see all my, imperfections. Sylvia's on the laptop. So no one's on a big TV screen yet. Seen a lot of laptops, a lot of phones. Cornelia Karastesi, hello Cornelia, on an iPhone or on a phone. Andy Trout on a smartphone, as opposed to a dumb phone, like we used to have. Franco Nero on a rusty old PC. No one on MacBooks or anything like that.
Or a Beamer.
Ken Cox on a 4K TV.
Yay!
Blimey. We're only broadcasting in high def, 1000. What's that called, John? 1080p. We're only broadcasting. Not in 4K yet, because everything goes wrong at the moment, let alone broadcasting in 4K. Ken Fegan, Fire Stick on TV, that's good. We watched the show to critic me, basically, afterwards on a TV. Kiriaki, hello Kiki, on a phone. Surely it's better to beam it to something. What about a beamer? Table and a Chromebook, says Simon Mayo. So he's quite happy. It's like picturing all these people now. You're picturing you on your phone. Wonder how you're holding it. You're lying down, looking at it like that. What's
Anybody in the cinema?
John Davis TV. John, they're not going to show this in the cinema, are they? By the way, if you're in the UK, go along and see the King Crimson epic that's directed by my old mate Toby Amos. It's a fantastic movie and it's showing in lots of cinemas in the UK now. JP Nordic says a Mac Mini. Okay, right, that's enough. Thank you very much. We've done that and that's good. So now we know nothing, really. Did you learn anything from that, John? Most people are phones and some people are laptops and a couple on the TV. All right, so we've done that, Johnny. I can put that to bed, as we say in professional terms.
What about the exclusive?
What about... Oh, yeah, I'll tell you that soon. It's coming up soon on my list, my rundown. Dan the Dictator's given me a rundown. And guess what, John?
What? Oh, facts!
Facts!
Got the facts!
Can I rip it?
Yes, you can.
Can I rip it?
Yes, you can.
Of course, this is live, and it could say anything. We don't know. Could be horrible words, but it's not normally from you. Oh, look, it's an old ticket from Popcom Festival way back in 1995, when we did that fantastic show in Cologne. Do you remember that, John?
I certainly do.
That
I was there.
With Meatloaf. You were there, and I didn't know you then, did I?
No, you were too famous.
I was too famous to speak to anyone. I didn't speak to anybody apart from Will McDonald. I spoke to quite a lot. Yeah, indeed. Wicked Will. That's a ticket you still got from the. That's brilliant. Like we've kept a few tickets, but I haven't got one of those. That was an amazing event, that Cologne event back in 1995, because we were in London and we had no idea that you were watching all over Europe. And we turned. Will and I said, well, it would probably be about 50 people or something. That's nice. And we turned up. There was 5,000 of you there, and with banners and screaming. And it was my best moment of my entire life, I think, apart from when I met Cody, of course. Yes, and the other time when I met Cody again, I mean, that was the best, you know. But that was a very, very good time. And I remember riding on stage in a Ducati motorcycle showing off, and I was just blown away. For the first 10 minutes, we couldn't even talk. We were so blown away by it, and I was so nervous. My God, there's 5,000 people. We're quite famous. So thank you for that. You didn't give your name. Oh, Tobo and friends. Thanks very much, Tobo. And if you want to fax, here's the number again. I don't know if Cody's probably busy now on other things, but here's the fax. 4930-279-92001. You can still get apps and things on your phone to use. All right? Good. All going well so far. No freezing. No freezing.
Oh,
no.
no. It's froze again.
As if you knew that. How did
It's
that
the Mac
happen?
Mini. What should we do? Should we tease him?
I don't know.
Come on, do something. Tickle it.
Something with his thumb, maybe, or
What about? Shall I waggle his?
nothing. It seems to get worse.
All right, I'll switch him on.
We've got a fax. Oh no, we haven't got a fax. Have we done the fax?
We've done the fax.
Done the fax? God, blimey, what happens? Right. Now, here comes a new bit, as us professionals like to call it. It's actually just something to fill in the bit of time when I waffle on like a performing monkey and give you something to watch instead of me. Now, you can join in on this one at home because afterwards I'll be asking for your advice. So, you know when you're scrolling around and you're wasting a load of time on Instagram Reels and TikTok and you get totally addicted and you see millions of things, I thought, well, I mean, everyone's done it, but why can't I do it? Show you some things that I found on the internet. And we're calling this interesting, I can't remember, put the poster on, quick.
What's it called?
Funny, interesting, crazy or cute things I found on the internet this week.
catchy.
And we're going to say, funny, interesting, crazy or cute things I found on the internet. That's me sitting in my armchair looking at the internet, you see, but I'm the invisible man because at that time I was out having a beer with John down the pub. But anyway, basically, let's talk about foxes. How do you feel about foxes? Now, I, for one, love them. And whenever I see them in the city, I might be wrong about this because obviously I don't know a lot about anything, but I've always found that foxes, they're still there. They're still running about. It was their territory before we came and built houses and things. And then suddenly they're still there. They're still surviving. I know if you own chickens, you'll hate foxes because no matter what cage you put around them, no matter how much you dig that, the foxes will get in. And then when they do get in, they do this thing called shock and awe, which is awful. They only take one chicken away, but they go in and they shock him. They do shock and awe. So I don't like that. But other than that, I think they are amazing survivors of the urban landscape. And I wanted to change your mind about them in case you didn't like them. Because did you know, John?
No.
Did you know that foxes laugh like us?
No. Don't believe it.
They do? Well, you don't have to believe it, John. You can see it.
Dixie. Dixie, do.
Right, save a fox. You see,
Don't believe it.
they were giggling like
No,
us,
you
John.
synchronised it.
I did.
Totally.
No, it's
Oh, you
absolutely.
dubbed it.
No.
It's absolutely true. And we started with something cute I found on the internet. Now, I'm sure you find loads of things on the internet. So if you think there's something that we can broadcast and it's not violent or it's not hate, or it's not those terrible pranks that people pretend that it's not set up, or it's those guys running around putting buckets on people's heads. If it's something funny, was it crazy? If it's something funny, interesting, crazy or cute, please send them in to this address, ray@eveningshow.com. ray@eveningshow.com. Quite a lot for you to
There
do,
it is.
Tony, isn't it? There's ray@eveningshow.com. Send in your suggestions, things that you've seen, give me a Twitter or a Facebook or whatever, you know what to do. Just send me something in. And then we can fill that funny, interesting, crazy or cute things I found on the internet every week. And I'd love to see some stuff that I haven't seen. All right, John,
Yes.
is Cody ready with the next bit? You're not?
Not
I
yet.
have to put
No.
on things, haven't
You had to put on things, right? So we'll fill in. How do we fill in? Shall I go and sit over there?
Take a phone call.
No one's phoning. Are you sure
Nobody phoning?
Because, hang on, because the SIM in the phone is locked.
What do you mean?
Look, you go down on a number and I'll unlock the SIM.
All right.
Unlock-
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me fiddle around. Let me unlock it.
yeah. You unlock the SIM. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Have you put the code in, John? Put the code in first.
Doing it now.
Right, got the code in. Right, okay. Now you've got. Okay, be careful with that because you've got 3 possibilities to put the pin in.
Okay.
Only 3.
Right. Your birthday year of birth, right?
That's
1941.
1921.
21.
21.
18.
1821. Thanks, you lot. Yes, brilliant. Yeah, it works. I'm sorry, that's why it didn't work because we forgot to put the code and the SIM card in there. Right, okay. Now, please, this is a very serious announcement, and you mustn't leave these things on the table. They look ugly. Now, a very serious announcement again. I'm sorry to have to do this to you, but if you're in the chat and you're not on YouTube, come over to YouTube because I need you to interact on this bit, and it doesn't work on Facebook Live yet. It only works on YouTube. Secondly, if you're in the chat, please stop talking now. It's really important that you just stop talking in the chat.
Wait, is anybody chatting?
I'll give you time.
Let's just stop.
Stop talking! Just, Cody will tell us when to stop talking.
They stop, Cody.
Well, it's still your stuff, but you can now ask the question.
Thank you, good. This is very important because anything you say in the chat now will be taken down and used by our artificial intelligence to put it all together. Cody, you know I'm artificially intelligent. So stop talking in the chat until I ask you the question and then you can talk, all right? We'd like this test show. Are they talking still?
They say shh and okay, don't message.
Right, stop saying
Stop!
shush.
Shh. Stop talking. Right. We'd like this test to get spread around more and more people. We'd like more and more to join our community because together we are strong and we can move forward and make something entertaining and we can all interact with each other. It'd be fantastic. But in order to do that, I need to ask you, because we are wondering about it ourselves. I was going to say, should we get Marcus Kafka to present? But he won't do it for this money, will he? No. Don't stop talking in the chat. Here's the question.
Stop, Cody.
Have they stopped?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
good. Ready to go.
Ready to go. Here's the question, which when you write this in the chat, our artificial intelligence will put it together and come up with an answer. We're worried and concerned and thinking about, is this the right day and the right time to do this test? So what we'd like to do is ask you in the chat, wait for it, in the chat, to simply put the day and the time in Central European time that you'd like this test to happen. Over to you, Cody.
Okay, let's wait a bit.
Wait a bit, because there's a 10-second delay.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Fancy going for a swim, Johnny? Right, there's people talking. Still, the old rubbish. Day and time of show, and there's a 10-second delay, so it won't go there yet. Once we see the engagement level happening, coming in now, Cody, and the engagement level is that crap software again, John. It's not working.
Oh, now
On the way.
come a bit.
Right, it should now empty the chat and come up with the day and time that you'd like to see this test show happen. But there doesn't seem to be, oh, there it's coming in. The engagement level is finally getting in, about 20 seconds delay. That's not very good, is it? Okay, right. Doesn't seem to be any,
Monday.
there's not anything happening in the artificial intelligence. There it comes in. Okay, we'll give this a bit of time, put some music on. Monday, 8 o'clock. Monday, 8 o'clock. Wednesday, 8. Yeah, okay. Keep telling us the chat is 20 seconds delayed, so we just have to be a bit patient until Dan the Dictator gets us a much better poll thing that we can use that goes faster. But it's coming back in, Pick your time. It's important. There's no good in us broadcasting if you're not watching us broadcasting. Seems to be a lot of... Why are you going in so...
So that your head's bigger in the top corner.
But then Cody won't marry me anymore because you'll see how ugly I am.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Oh my God, I've never seen that.
Monday, we'll have one more interaction, John, and then it'll be over. So everyone seems to want to keep it at Monday. And we're trying to get away with Monday so we don't have to work all weekend on this thing. But anyway, Monday at 20, Monday at 7. No. Anyone for a Thursday? What about a Thursday? Interactions happening, 20 seconds. What are people saying in the chat?
Want Monday. Look,
They do look one.
clear.
Yes, it's clear. Marcus John Henry Brown's watching. Oh no, now we're in trouble. He's a friend of ours and he's very professional.
He should give a call.
Yeah, he should be. He'll tell us what's wrong with the show and everything, and I won't be able to stand it, and I'll be
Come
depressed.
on, Mr. Brown.
Go on, Marcus John Henry Brown. He's a brilliant, he owns this thing called Speakery, where he teaches you to to host your seminars much better. So if you're in business, you want to look it up online. Speakery, it's called.
He can give you a crash course now.
No, because he always depresses me saying I'm crap.
Does he?
Yeah. He does.
He's gonna call
I love him and he loves me, but okay, it seems to be that it's Monday. This software is too slow. What has it been saying in the chat in general, Cody?
Well, the same thing. Mostly Mondays, a few Thursdays.
Happy Mondays, all right. And
Thursdays coming in now, so you'll have to have a look.
we'll have a look afterwards then. And but it seems to be that 33%. Monday has it at the moment. 33%. Let's look at 2% Monday. Wednesday 3% at 8 o'clock. Monday 3%. Well, there's Monday at 3% at 8 o'clock, and there's Monday at 33%. I thought it was supposed to be artificially intelligent, Cody.
Well, once it has a once it has
artificially stupid.
Artificially, not just a plainly stupid, not artificially.
AS, artificial stupid.
Stupidity. It's a good idea, but it doesn't seem to work with the delay on YouTube. Okay, that's enough of that. We've been on for 3 minutes. Okay, it seems that you want to keep it at the same time. Back to John, Cody.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks. If you wouldn't mind, just go, John's a big screen. There we go. All right, thank you for that. Thanks very much. It looks like we're going to stay on Monday after all. Up to you. I'll look through the chat afterwards. And also, by the way, anytime you ask a question in the chat, I see it afterwards in the analytics of that software. It shows me everything that you're asking. So if you want to ask a question and I don't get to see it, then ask it in the chat and I'll look at it and I'll answer it next week. Okay, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, and I've done that. Right, here comes a new bit, John.
What bit?
It's something new.
Right.
Right. Last week, we spoke to a lovely man who John kept getting his name wrong, saying it was Umlaus or something.
Yeah.
And we all knew it was Andras. And he's from Hungary, and he's watching in somewhere in Nottingham, wasn't he? In Nottingham.
That's right.
That's right. And he was a lovely guy, and you all loved him too. He was a really lovely one. Why do I talk so much with my hands? It's a Oh, well, that made me feel good, I tell you, yeah. So, last week we spoke to Andres, and he said he's some suggestions for the crap test. No, don't say crap, it's not. The test, he made some suggestions. So, one of his suggestions was cooking, and we are working on that because John's an excellent cook, much better than me. I'm a very good cook, much better than Cody, who's a good cook. And Daniel's a vegan. So, I rest my case there. He cooks delicious food, actually. Vegan food,
Well, he
very
hasn't
good.
done so yet.
No, he hasn't done it for you. But
Is he cooking?
No, he's not cooking. He's watching in the other room. He's just sipping a beer, watching, so that he can afterwards say to John, me and Cody, or John, Cody and I, rubbish. Need to change that. Yeah, that's what we get every night. That's why do you think I look so old now? Right. Here's something new, because Andres suggested it last week. You know, I thought a couple of years ago that I had $1 billion idea that would finally put me back into my villa in Saint-Tropez, which I had to sell because I went bankrupt. Well, I never had one, but in my mind, I did. And in my mind, I'm still down there. But anyway, what was I saying, John?
I don't know.
You don't even listen. I'm just doing it as a test to see if you're listening. Right. So what was happening? I've forgotten.
From Andras.
Yes, thank you very much, Andras. You can't host a live show anymore when you can't remember anything. It's terrible. Right, anyway, Andras last week said, do something about this. So I thought a couple of years ago, I had $1 billion idea. And I phoned up my brother, who's he's like a pragmatist and he's a businessman, a corporate man. A $1 billion idea, $1 billion idea. You know, Netflix and Amazon and Apple and Paramount and all those people. There's millions of things when you're coming this week, next week, this week. Watch this, watch that. There's nobody, like in the old days, curating these things. There's no one saying, if you like science fiction or if you like good drama or a bit of comedy, then watch this. And I thought, I'm going to do that. I'm going to propose. So we did get to see Netflix and Amazon. And you know what they said, John?
No, tell me.
They said no, actually. They said no because they don't need that. Because they said the way we work is through word of mouth. That's how we publicise our channels. You'll tell your mate, John, oi, John, I watched this thing last week. Have you seen it? No, Ray, I haven't seen it, but I like to. Is it good? Yes, John. And that's how it works, word of mouth. So I thought, we'll do a bit of that anyway, because Andres asked for it, and now we may get in trouble for this with the copyright, but we're just going to let it go and see what happens. Here is basically what Cody and I and John have been watching in the past couple of months. Next week, or a week after, I'll do something coming in the future, because we just watched this brilliant series last night, binged it, and it finished it, and it's brilliant. But we can't talk about it now because it's not in this bit. So here we go. This is what we recommend to watch on Netflix and Amazon and all the streamers. You know what we're calling it, John?
Ray's View?
Ray Watch.
Ray Watch.
could have happened has happened. Accept that.
The slow horses. Not typical MI5.
Sometimes the only way to work out why a trap has been set is to walk into it.
Cows. No, no, no. Stop it! I'm being attacked by a cow!
Cows might get tuberculosis because of all the badgers.
You can't shoot them. Nope. Gas them. Nope. You don't just hit it with a hammer.
No, you absolutely do not just hit it with a hammer.
It might not be her father, but you were someone's.
You trust me?
I haven't told you everything yet.
This plan of yours? If we're wrong about any of it, we're done.
A lot of action there, a lot of action, but also some drama and back. Oh, it's my teeth. Sorry, teeth. This glue. Have you got any glue?
All right.
Right, stop eating the Mentos, will you, please? Right, those are all recommended by us, and a lot of action, and some of them are absolutely brilliant. I mean, well, they're all brilliant, otherwise I wouldn't recommend them to you. Have a quick chat with you at home now, if you don't mind, just a quick chat. Any recommendations for us to watch, because that's how these channels work, word of mouth. And by the way, John, coming up after this quick chat, if you can talk with your my Mentos in your mouth, coming up after is the news of the exclusive interview.
Ooh!
Yes. Coming up afterwards. Right, chat to you at home. Any recommendations on anything that we should watch on the streamers, please, or any films that are out at the moment that we should go and see? Always very good to have your recommendations. This is groovy music. Got any yet, Cody? There's a bit of a delay on the chat, isn't there? It's a bit packed this show tonight. Have you watched Shetland? Yeah, we started to watch it and then we didn't like it, Anna Johansson, and we thought it was a bit too slow. Started to watch it though. Thank you for that. Anyone else watching, you might want to watch Shetland. It seems to be very good. Good Place on Netflix. Good Place. No, haven't heard of that one either. See, this is really good. Word of mouth. Good Place on Netflix. Thank you, Jazzy. The new Lupin, the third anime. Lupin? Lupin is back. It's not back yet, is it? Lupin.
No.
Oh, the anime. I didn't know. I thought the French series, because we absolutely loved that. But thanks, Liana. And more going on. Franco Nero, Yellowstone on Paramount Plus. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Yellowstone. There's a couple of seasons. I've heard a lot about it. I'm just going to join. I've just joined Paramount Plus on one of their week's trials, and then you forget to, stop the trial, and you have to end up paying for it. But a lot of good stuff on there. Francis D, Ted Lasso.
Yay! Brilliant!
John loves it. I never got on with it. Thought it was rubbish. I know it's won Emmys and everyone loves it. Never got on with it, Francis. But these are all recommendations for you at home, of course, not just for me. Tom Palomius, Cobra Kai. Ah, the memories. Yes, the memories. Cody likes to watch these fighting things, don't you, Cody?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid and all that. Yeah, yeah. Cobra Kai. Yep. Simon Tranter, Severance on Apple. Yeah, we watched that too. Did you last with that, John?
No, I haven't even started.
No, we lost with that as well. Elizabeth Olsen, The Last Kingdom. Now, that's an interesting one, Elizabeth, because we were thinking about getting into one of those big epics about the Vikings and things, and we didn't know whether to watch Valhalla or to watch The Last Kingdom. And most people seem to think it's The Last Kingdom that we should watch, so we'll be watching that soon. Have we got anything better to do, Cody? No.
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses with Gary Oldman. Yeah, that we just shown that one, Andreas. Absolutely brilliant. The first season is great. The second season is even better. Gary Oldman, performance of a lifetime. Fantastic stuff. The Mandalorian. Yeah, I'm fed up with the Star Wars stuff myself, but I'm fed up with it. But apparently it's very good. Bjorn's Velt watched Beef. Now, John watched that. Beef.
I thought it was very good.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's on our list for next time. Thank you. Baz Kendra, Picard. Can't get on with Picard. Cody's a Trekkie, but
Where's it running? I don't know.
Picard is running on Amazon Prime, I think. And did you watch season 3? Oh no, because I don't want to watch it. Yeah, sorry. Picard, very good though. Let's give you a couple more. Grim Reaper Ozark, yeah, of course. Ozark is wonderful. Although I never got to watch the 3rd season because I watched the first 2 seasons before I met Cody. And then when I met Cody, I said, well, there's 2 seasons to catch up on now. So I never got to watch the 3rd one. And just a couple more. Shrinking, bit of fun, bit of light-hearted fun. And that's on Apple Plus, I think. We like that one, John, don't you? You liked it? Yeah, a bit funny. Narcos, yeah, Claudia, that's a fantastic one in the old days with the same guy that's in The Last of Us. Absolutely brilliant, Narcos. A couple more, then we're done. JP, Tulsa King. Don't know that one. Is that worth watching? Tulsa King. And one finally, Darren Dodds, The Erotic Adventures of Hercules. Brilliant to end on. Thank you, Darren. The Erotic Ventures of Hercules. They must be quite adventurous, mustn't they?
On YouPorn?
No, it's not on YouPorn, I don't think. I mean, how does Hercules do it? I mean, doesn't he break everybody? Pardon? Always be silent. It's alles klar, ja, alles klar. All right, that's that. Thank you very much. Do send in suggestions to ray@eveningshow.com if you want us to talk about something on the Ray Watch. But in the meantime, pretty soon we're going to have an interview in here.
Whoa!
And this is the one you've been waiting for, John.
Yes.
Whilst we were in London, I met up with someone and he's very unreliable. But he did say, well, I basically asked him, he's a superstar, and I basically asked him if he'd come on this little show. He immediately said there were not enough subscribers, so please do subscribe. We haven't got a button, but subscribe to this channel. Please do. You are, but we need more. And he said, all right, I'll do it for a laugh. Well, he doesn't really speak like that, but he will come on. I'm not sure if it's next week or the week after. He's very unreliable.
Who do they think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be Robert Smith, but it's not. It's bigger than Robert Smith.
David Gann.
David Gann, no.
Too small.
It's just not big enough. Damon Albarn, not big enough. We need a real superstar to launch our... Simon Le Bon? Yeah, I know him too. Been motorbiking with Simon Le Bon. He's a good lad. All of those are to come, hopefully, when we get more subscribers. But in the meantime, we do have a superstar, not actually a superstar now.
Oh.
Yeah. A superstar from before in the 80s.
Hey.
But he is back. Well, I saw him when I was in London. It's this bloke here. You put up the overlay.
Roy Kay?
Yeah, Roy Cakes. I met him in London. And he's a superstar from
Still alive?
He's still alive. He's been in Thailand working on Happy Endings. That TV series, Happy Endings, has been 2 seasons so far. Yeah, he's been over there. His name was Mike. And I can't tell you his surname because it's far too rude to say. But Roy Cakes, I met up with him and he promised to come in and give us an interview exclusively on this test show.
Oh.
Well, I mean, what do you say?
The crowd love it.
The crowd love it. No, you can't show because Germany has a privacy law where we can't show people who don't want to be filmed. But what do you think of Roy Cakes coming in?
I won't show them.
No, thank you. So Roy Cakes will be here, and if you're wondering who the hell is Roy Cakes, well, let me tell you. No, I won't bother. We made a little film to show you when he premiered his new movie in Cannes in the 90s. He'd been away for about 20 years, and he came back with a brand new movie. And, well, let it speak for itself. This is Roy Cakes in Cannes in the 90s. This just in from the Cannes Film Festival. 70s superstar Roy Cakes stuns the movie world with a surprise appearance at MTV's Beachfront Bash. Seen here accompanied by the lovely Rosanna Arquette, Roy bravely donates his favourite flares to the Hard Rock Cafe. Lovely of you all to come here this evening and see us, too. Lovely of you to be here. Now we can all enjoy Roy's trousers over a hamburger.
I'm very happy to see that he's back on form, but I was a little disappointed. What I miss is the subtlety of some of his earlier performances.
My mouth would fall in awe of Roy. He could move. He moved his body very well.
All he really wanted to be was a Shakespearean actor. But you know how this business is.
Without Roy Cakes, we wouldn't be what we are today.
Sexy. Definitely sexy.
I knew I was in hot water when, after serious probing, nothing came up. She was hiding more than she was revealing. I needed to get a closer look. As she wandered over, I wondered whether I'd ever crack the fashion killer case. Indeed, up close, it looked like a bumpy ride. I always expect the unexpected, but what happened next took me completely off guard. Banana-flavour French tickler lubricated condoms? Frankly, I'd hoped she'd uncover the killer, not require a cover for my driller. Little did I know, as I set off into the dark night in search of suitable attire for the occasion, Victoria was already ordering room service.
You always had more women than we've had hot dinners.
Sexy.
I saw the fashion killers here at Cannon, and there's just, it was sort of silly, don't you think?
Hello? Who's this? Fancy some fisticuffs, eh? Wait. Oh, I take.
This is my pal Roy Cakes, and this is my photo of Roy. I take it everywhere, that's why it's a little bit wrinkled.
When I knew him, he was very confused about whether he was a man or a woman, actually. And I think a lot of us guys were rather pressured by him, because when he thought he was a woman, he wanted to know us more than we really wanted to know him.
James, give me a drink, would you? Hello, everybody.
Should we start?
Hello.
Are we ready to start?
Lovely to see you all.
Mr. Cakes, you've been a recluse for 20 years. You've been off our screens. Why come back now?
Yes, the one and only Roy Cakes is back in town and back in this studio soon. He's very unreliable, but he said next week or the week after, an exclusive, world exclusive interview with Roy Cakes. And we are still working on all the others, Damon Albarn, and of course we are. But in the meantime, Roy Cakes coming in soon, and very nice to see Pip Dan again. Yes, lovely. She was a lovely lady. She worked on MTV, of course, and she's a lovely lady. Sorry, that film was a bit long, but we had to show you the legend that was Roy Cakes, so that you appreciate when he actually comes into the studio.
Don't believe it.
No, you could believe it, John. It's going to happen next week or the week after next. Right, I think that's about wrapping up. Don't forget, we wanted the phone number. Marcus John Henry Brown.
We haven't got any phone calls.
No, I think we're not popular tonight. 4-1 for Germany. 152 377 94125. That's 49 for Germany. 152 377 94125.
Wait, it's ringing there.
It's an English phone.
Hello.
Evening.
Have you got it?
I can't hear it. Hello?
Have you got it turned up there? Somewhere?
What? Turned up on what? There's not another phone, John. What are you talking about?
Not another phone.
On this one here, yeah. Sorry.
Is it working?
Evening.
Good evening. Is this your emergency line?
Oh, yes, sir. This is the emergency line. Right, everyone, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Emergency. Emergency. Yeah, ready? Ready to go?
Yeah, go.
Yes, sir. How can we help?
Thank you very much indeed. This may not seem important to you, but it's an emergency to me. I haven't slept for a week, and it's still my head in. I can't get that song out of my head. The Mac Mini song. Every time I close my eyes, every time I open my eyes, it's there. Morning, noon, night. Could you please just, you and Cody, sing something else? Maybe a line from something, so I can get it out.
Yes,
of
of
my
course. We are sorry about that. We did write quite a catchy chorus, and we have had some complaints from various people who are now addicted like yourself. So we do take this call very seriously indeed. Just a second, I'll see if I can ask one of our assistants to change your mindset, to change what we in professional terms know as an earworm. You just have an earworm. It's nothing to worry about, okay? Just an earworm. Cody, can you help with this poor man who has an earworm of "Thank you for the Mac"? Oh, I better not do it. Sorry, sir.
No, please.
If you wouldn't mind just singing one line of a catchy tune for this gentleman on the phone. We'll do it.
He's got another song. Shake your bum.
Shake your bum, simply sexy. Suntan fan, you got a lot to learn. Suntan fan, you got a lot to learn. From Saint-Tropez to Marbella, Greece to the Azores, boys and babes on beaches, crazing on dance floors. In the summertime, when the weather's fine, everybody has fun. So wave your hands up in the air and come on, shake your bum.
Shake your bum.
Shake your bum.
Hey.
Does that help, sir?
You know what? Let me just close my eyes. Hold on.
Yep.
You know what? I think that's done it. Thanks ever so much.
The earworm's gone. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we could be of help, sir. And have a lovely rest of the week. And by the way, thank you for the Mac Mini.
Yay! Don't.
Take care. Thank you.
Right then, that's just, it's nice when you get emergency calls like that. I do like it because we can help people. It's what we're here for. Helping me, helping you, helping in a two-way street sort of thing. I know you want more phone calls, John, but it's time we went home for our cans of bis. Oh, we are home. Doesn't mean we can't have any cans of bis. Thank you so much for watching this evening, and we hope you've enjoyed the test as we begin to grow into the tech and come up with some new bits. And I shall be talking to one of my gurus, Marcus John Henry Brown, over the next 24 hours, no doubt. What?
Buckaroo!
No, don't give it away!
No.
Give everything away. I bloody spent hours on this. I spent hours trying to do this, and all you do is give it away. I may as well just go home. Why don't you just shut up? You're a cameraman. Will you shut up?
All right, I'm leaving.
Just a cameraman.
Buckaroo!
Don't bloody say the right. Right. Next week we are going to play games. We've decided. The games we play will be up to you because, as always, it's an interactive, interracial intercourse sort of show test. But we'll have the bingo wheel of death back.
Yay.
Look at that.
Yay. It worked.
There's nothing on it.
There's nothing on it.
Orange.
It's orange.
Orange.
This means you have to eat an orange every day for a week.
God, do it again. Oh, purple.
Purple.
Eggplant.
Eat eggplants.
Yay.
Put eggplants in your. Don't put eggplants anywhere.
No.
Eat them.
Can't do it again.
It's the wheel of death.
Yay. Ooh.
Green. Shut down all the nuclear power stations all over the world.
Have a can of
For 1
bliss.
week.
In 1 week. So we'll be playing games on that wheel of death. There will be things to decide. One of those games we will be playing came at great expense and is modern technology. Forget Call of Duty. Forget all of those role-playing games. What we need to play with you at home is this.
Yay. It's back.
It's Buckaroo.
Yay.
And you could win a mug and things just by playing Buckaroo with me. Or you can even Buckaroo with John if you like.
Adult assembly required.
Oh no. Do we know any adults? Oh, Dan the Dictator.
Yeah.
He'll put it together. It's tech. So,
He's only 13.
Dan the Dictator's only 13. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Do we know who Bill Payer is? Because I haven't asked him if the bills would be, if we can use the phone. No. All right, we'll find an adult and we'll get this assembled and then we'll play it because that's the sort of crap show. No, don't stop saying crap. That's the sort of test that we are. All right. So Buckaroo, Buck-you-aroo, Buck-aroo, Buck-aroo will be next week and the bingo wheel of death. Oh, bloody hell! Right.
Is it bleeding?
I don't know.
Shaved.
Hey. Shaved by the bell. So that's next week. Look forward to that. We've got a couple of games we can play online with you if the tech works, of course. In the meantime, I'd just like to say, what have I got to do, Cody? Have I got to have a quick chat? A quick chat. All right, quick chat with you at home and put some music on. Leave my Buckaroo alone and leave my phone alone, John, and stop eating my Mentos. Are there any left? Yeah, there's 2 left. That's fine. Right. What are you saying, Cody? Are they going nuts?
Absolutely.
Right, let's have a look. What Dr. Goat Boy. We love your name, Dr. Goat Boy. Buck in hell. Isn't it funny how you just change one letter in the English language and everything, let's have a punt. Let's, on horses. Did you see, I don't give a duck. It's funny how you just change one letter and everything changes. Dr. Goat Boy, yeah, Buck in hell. Thank you, Dr. Goat Boy. Just a quick chat before we go home for the evening. Oh, we are home. Great show, guys. Getting smoother. Keith Lewington, you need to stop taking that stuff. Because you're nuts. It's not getting smoother at all. I mean, I'm foaming at the mouth, for God's sake. That's glue. Nice to have you with us, Keith. Thanks very much for being there. To top up, Mac Mini worked well tonight. Was the streaming better? There was no buffering complaints this evening. Maybe the picture's going out faster, the sound's going out faster. Hope so. Thank you for giving us. By the way, gentlemen, thank you for the Mac Mini. We're grateful for your generosity. I didn't have any vocal effects on there, as you may have noticed. Can't wait for the next week, Jazzy. Oh, I'm sure you can, but that's lovely of you to say so. Next week will be epic, Kiki. With the games. Yeah, you like playing games, Kiki. So does John. But some of the games we can't play that John plays at home. On the Naked Twister we could play. Yeah, we have that. Okay, let's do Naked Twister. Ian, thank you, Ian, very much for being there this evening. And yeah, I think that's it. No buffering. Sound a bit underwatery, though.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
It must be sweat.
The Grim Yeeper says the sound is a bit... Well, Dan, the dictator, would have told us that.
It says sound a bot.
Sound a bot. No, he means a bit underwater, doesn't he, Cody? Honestly, Commander Cody, did they teach you nothing in space? He's made a spelling mistake. It's called a typo. Right. Quick, another one. Pam Schlosser. So good to see Roy Cakes. Isn't it good? I mean, he's a bit unreliable. I hope he's going to come in. I don't know. I'll ruin it. You do, but no, you can't believe it, John, but I'm going to make it happen. All right, that's it. Mentos funding incoming. Yeah, that would be good if we get some Mentos. Every time John and I have a snack during the evening show, what do we like, John?
Mentos.
A Mentos. A minty one, an orangey one, a cola one, a chocolate one, a minty one, a fruity one, a cola one, a chocolate one. Mentos!
Yeah, it reaches parts and others don't.
Reaches? No, that's something else, isn't it? Yeah. Mentos, probably the best sweet in the world. Mentos reaches parts that other... No, we'll have to get our own slogan. Right. I can't remember, Cody. I asked Cody to rehearse this 500 times yesterday, and now I can't remember what to do. I just want to say...
Mental!
Thank you very much for watching and for being there for us, as always. And please do subscribe and tell at least 5 people you know to avoid Monday nights on YouTube. No, get them to watch so that we can build this.
The marketing bosses have to watch.
All the marketing, but if you're a marketing boss of some big company, we need money. We haven't got anything to eat. I mean, why do you think we eat Mentos? Because that's all we've got. We spent the money on the tech. And then you at home gave us a Mac Mini. And well, now we need to fund everything else. So if you do have some sponsorship available, we'd be very happy to see it. Thank you so much. I can be quite relaxed and professional. So if you'd like me to do a show for your seminar, then I'm quite happy.
Oh, what's that?
Broken the phone. Right. So thank you very much for watching. Just a very, very, very important message to leave you with. Whatever you do this week, wherever you are, whoever you see, wherever you go, just remember, as our mate Big Burn, who's now sitting in the sky looking down at us and watching, and probably smiling, as Big Burn used to say, spread the love.
Spread the love.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Use it as a scene. Go in the scenes. If it's not in the switches, go in the scenes. That was the big finale and it's ruined. Now,
where is it?
I ruined it. Doesn't it work? I put it in there before. It's not there. Okay, fine, right. Well, we can't play it now then. Just go back to John. I am back on John, right? We're already back on John.
He's on all day.
Right. Thank you very much for watching. We wanted to leave you with a little clip of Big Burn, but we can't. So we'll do that next time. But wherever you are, spread the love, keep positive, stay strong, and stay safe. We love you. Good night.